It's a bear. Holy shit.
Do you have any comment on the actions of Sergeant Brian Fahey?
Right now!
You spit in my face!
As you can see, I'm an investigative journalist. Okay. I wanted to speak to Colonel Loftman.
He won't need to speak with us, so I decided to come down to his residence.
I don't see any no trespassing signs whatsoever. It's a bear. Holy shit. What's going on Loftman's lawn? It's trespassing. Loftman ordered that bear. I bet it's animatronic.
I will deal with a crazy, unhinged Sergeant Brian Fahey any day of the week. I am not dealing with a black bear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. As you can see, these signs were put up. The no trespassing, authorized personnel only were put up specifically for me and possibly Scalzo Photo. We came here and parked the LED billboard truck right back there. We were able to speak to the Commissioner, Ronald Higgins, regarding Sergeant Brian Fahey. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have any comment on the actions of Sergeant Brian Fahey? You don't have any comment, sir? You're looking at him right there. You're part of the command staff. Former Sergeant Brian Fahey. I keep forgetting he ran away like a coward. Now it's a restricted area. You can't go back there. So we're here today at the State Police headquarters because I want to speak with Colonel Daniel Loftman. I want to get some answers from him, ask him some questions regarding his statement that he put out regarding the Internal Affairs report, full of lies. You know, his statement, Colonel Loftman, said that, oh, this is accurate, unbiased. You know, this is the report you want to look at, the residents of Connecticut. You want to look at this report because don't take the edited videos and the commentary online that has no context. Colonel Loftman definitely put context in there, but it was false context, inaccurate context, and he definitely didn't want to tell the truth. My cameraman did not have a mask or a hood on. There weren't any no trespassing signs, but again, they want to deceive you. In reality, there were no trespassing signs. Mr. Ray has edited them out of his video. I'm playing tricks on you. Your eyes are on, you're deceiving you. I've released the unedited video already. There aren't any no trespassing signs. It's a complete lie by Colonel Loftman and his internal affairs investigators. And he co-signed it as the commanding officer of the Connecticut State Police as gospel. And unfortunately, the residents, and I've had a few residents contact me saying, what's going on, Sean? Your cameraman had a mask and a hood on. You edited out the no trespassing signs. What are you doing? And again, because they think that he's going to tell them the truth, Colonel Loftman and his Internal Affairs Division. But that's not the case. That's not what happened. He's trying to deceive you. He's trying to twist reality, create some sort of alternate reality where I am the criminal and former Sergeant Fahey is the victim. And we all know that that is not the case. So we want to get some comment from him. You know, people have problems with me showing up and knocking on someone's door peacefully to ask questions. So I figured let's try here first. Let's try the Connecticut State Police headquarters where he is currently working. So let's see if we can get some comment from him. I changed my cameraman. My cameraman is no longer the individual who helped me out. He is terrified. He's in therapy. Unfortunately, this scenario with Sergeant Fahey really traumatized him. So I'm here with Leroy Truth.
Yes, sir. What can I help you with?
Hey, sir. How are you?
Good.
Sorry. So I wanted to speak to, as you can see, I'm an investigative journalist.
Okay.
I wanted to speak to Colonel Loftman, see if he had any time to speak to me.
If
you can call his office, just because I wanted in regard to his press release that he put out regarding the internal affairs report surrounding the Sergeant Fahey incident. I just had a couple questions for him regarding that press release he put out.
Give him a call.
Yeah. All right, sure. Thank you. Even this state police officer knows when I said I'd like to speak to Colonel Loftman, his face was like, "What do you mean? You want to speak to the boss, to the commanding officer of the Connecticut?" Yeah. A public servant. Yeah, I spoke to the governor. Why can't I speak to the commanding officer of the state police? I don't get it. It should be an easy process. All I would need was literally 5 minutes of his time. I want to ask him about his statement. We will see if Colonel Daniel Loftman has the guts to come out and speak to us. Just a conversation. Again, we're here at Connecticut State Police headquarters. This is where he works. But if he does choose to ignore me and ignore questions from the public, a journalist, I'm the bad person for going to his residence and knocking on his door to get answers. That's what journalists have been doing for decades. So especially when I'm trying right here, right now, in good faith, at a public building where he's working, getting paid tax dollars to serve the people. So we'll see what he does.
So no one's answering at his office. Do you want to leave some contact information, and I'll have him make sure they reach out and get in contact with you?
I've sent him emails. He has my contact information.
Okay.
My name is Sean Paul Reyes. I've sent him some contact information regarding, that was my first step, sending him an email trying to get some answers.
Understood.
He didn't answer, so I decided to come down here. I know he's working today in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, I just don't know where he is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, well, I will keep trying to contact him.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Just so I know I spoke to, what was your name, sir?
Trooper Hawes.
Trooper Hawes. Thank you, Trooper. Thank you. So there you have it. Again, running from accountability, running from questions, running from transparency. That's what they do. His office isn't answering. Yeah, they haven't answered me either. My emails either. So email Connecticut State Police headquarters. We'll see what's next. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you just saw, Colonel Loftman won't answer his emails. He won't meet to speak with us at the Connecticut State Police headquarters. So I decided to come down to his residence to knock on his door, because when I knocked on former Sergeant Brian Fahey's door, it wasn't to harass him. This is part of my journalism. This is what journalists have been doing for decades, knocking on public officials' door, trying to get comment, trying to expose the truth. And have a new cameraman here with me, as I've said many times in this video, Leroy Truth from Leroy Truth Investigations. He does not have a mask, let's make that clear, and he does not have a hood on. He's actually dressed very nice, with a nice suit. I thought about putting on a suit, maybe that would prevent me from getting arrested, but I like my Resist Tyranny t-shirt. And if you like it, you can get one at Long Island Audit Store. So we're just gonna come here and try and ask some questions. It is currently 4:45. I don't know how much overtime Colonel Loftman has. I don't think he gets paid $85,000 a year every single year. But like former Sergeant Fahey worked the desk, but he has a pretty good base salary. And, not faulting anybody for making money. We live in a capitalistic society. People make money. I make money with my journalism. This is just the way it works. So we're just going to try and ask some questions of the Colonel and see what he has to say here. He put out a statement saying that I encourage all the residents of Connecticut to view the accurate and unbiased internal affairs report. And he's deceiving the residents of Connecticut, and we need to know why. So waited till later in the day to see, hopefully he's home at this time. Again, they make up a lot of rules here, and they make up a lot of things. So, Leroy, can you please just pan this area?
Yes.
And be on the lookout for any
All right. We have one sign that says
signs.
pesticide application. So,
Pesticide application.
and here,
Nothing else that seems to be here.
I'm going to scan very slowly this whole way.
Get every single angle you can, Leroy. It's very important.
Right.
I mean, some people said, why did you walk on this grass? So this time, I'm still going to walk on the grass because it's the direct route to get to the door. This grass isn't so nice, so I don't think you would mind. But just be on the lookout. Leroy, what's that over here? Looks like a volleyball net?
Yep, volleyball net over there. I don't see any no trespassing signs whatsoever.
And we also have our press pass. I'm gonna get off immediately. Build a distance here. Don't want anybody to think that we're a threat to them in any way. Last time I knocked on a Connecticut State trooper's door. I was spat in the face, pulled a gun on me, threatened me, pushed me. Hopefully this goes a lot smoother. There's a bunch of cars in the driveway. So again, we're at the residence of Colonel Daniel Loftman. We are trying our best to get comment on him regarding his disgraceful statement saying that I deceived the people of Connecticut and the people around the world, which I clearly didn't. I did not deceive anyone. I showed you all in my latest live stream, my unedited video. There was clearly no trespassing signage anywhere on the property. Daniel Loftman, Colonel Daniel Loftman, said that I edited it out of my video to deceive you. He's making up alternate realities, ladies and gentlemen, where signs exist in order to prosecute me. Voyeurism, things of that nature. We want to keep the camera away from looking inside any windows. That's why the camera's pointed to me. That's not our intention here. We have no malice towards the colonel. We're disappointed. We are disappointed with his behavior, with his lies, with his deceit. It's horrible what he's doing. It's horrible what he's doing. He needs to be held accountable. And he needs to answer these questions. Again, we've tried email. We've tried going to the Connecticut State Police headquarters. He won't talk to us because he's a coward, but he'll release a press release that says, oh, don't believe all the bias you hear online, all the lies and, you know, the edited videos. Believe us. Believe us. His cameraman had a hood and a mask. Believe us. There was no trespassing sign. Don't believe your very eyes. Believe us. And this is why nobody wants to believe them. So no one's answering the door. Leroy, let's step off the property, even though we haven't been told to leave the property. We're going to step off the property, and we're going to wait here for the colonel to come home. Maybe he's not home yet. But we're going to step onto the public property here, and let's see what he has to say. I know one thing for sure. Every government employee in Connecticut's going to start putting no trespassing signs. That's for sure. I have one on my property. They're nice to have. I don't think the solar panel guy doesn't seem to mind passing it though. The Girl Scout cookies, the evildoers that they are, they don't. The little girl selling Girl Scout cookies doesn't seem to care about my no trespassing sign. People asking for candy on Halloween don't seem to mind. But it's really no trespassing sign at my property is meant for people with evil intentions. Don't come to my property with evil intentions. And I've never went to anybody's property with evil intentions. Journalistic intentions. Trying to get answers for we the people, because that's what we're doing here. Does this make them feel more safe that I have a press credentials hanging around my neck, that I have a microphone in my hand? Does that make them feel more safe? I mean, I don't get it. But again, there's no trespassing signs here whatsoever. Nothing. So we didn't break the law. Without knowledge that you are trespassing or you don't have license or privilege, as the statute says, to be somewhere, you can't be trespassing. So again, I'm sure once he gets here, he'll take away my license or privilege, my implied consent to knock on his door, and that's fine. Colonel Daniel Loftman, basically the police chief of the Connecticut State Police, the top law enforcement officer, he can have that opinion, he can have that stance. This is his property. But you can't just lie, Daniel, and lie to the residents and lie to the American people and lie to people across this country, across the world. You can't just lie and not expect good journalists to ask you about it. NBC Connecticut should be out here. WFSB, who called law enforcement on Leroy from Leroy Truth Investigations for asking questions, they should be out here with their camera crew. But you know why they're not? Because they don't care about the truth. They don't care about accountability in law enforcement. They don't care about that the law enforcement officers are lying. And why is that? Why would they not care? They don't care because they get tips from the police, they work with the police, and they don't want to lose that insider status. I'm already an outsider when it comes to law enforcement, especially here in the state of Connecticut. I have good relationships with departments across the country, law enforcement officers across the country. State of Connecticut, there are even some troopers, state police officers who support me and give me information. But I'm not scared of public servants. I'm not scared of asking questions. I'm not scared of getting to the truth and exposing tyranny and corruption and lies, blatant lies. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
5 years to
Dogs are
life.
going crazy.
It's a bear. Holy shit.
Oh,
5 years to
dogs are
life.
going crazy.
It's a bear. Holy shit. It's fucking coming after us, man. Don't run. Don't run. Going the other way.
It's not coming. It's not coming.
No. I lost sight of it. It's going on the Lawful's lawn. It's trespassing. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, that was a big ass bear.
Dude.
That was a big ass bear.
Dude.
And you know what I've been watching for videos lately? Bear attacks and how to prevent them. I literally have been watching bear attacks.
Zoom in on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Laughlin ordered that bear. I'll bet it's animatronic.
Listen, I will deal with a crazy, unhinged Sergeant Brian Fahey any day of the week. I am not dealing with a black bear. There is no way.
Oh my God.
Oh man, you know, you guys say a lot of the times that, you know, Sean, you know, you got courage, man. You're not scared. Hey, nature, not gonna happen. That was scary.
That was
Absolutely terrifying.
That was a big bear, and we're standing there, and as you saw,
Hey, sir, how are you?
I turned around and said, "Hey, there's a bear."
Oh, man.
And that was a big bear.
Hey, sir, just be careful. Be mindful. There's a bear out here.
There's a big giant bear in one of the houses at the end of the cul-de-sac, sir.
No one here at the fence.
No,
You really think it's a pet bear?
I was looking to see that
So-
car.
All right. It looks like nobody really cares that the bear is there.
No,
Anyway, that was interesting. I mean, did the Colonel Daniel Loffman, the head of the Connecticut State Police, send the bear? Who knows? But
Oh,
our time,
it's still there,
yeah, it is still there. And our time here is over.
and they walk fast.
Oh, yeah, no. And they could outrun
Oh, yeah,
any
anyone.
human.
They could go, I think, 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think like 35.
I have literally been watching bear attack videos over the last week. Numerous ones.
All right, fellow patriots. So as you saw, we were unfortunately unable to get comment from Colonel Daniel Loffman, the commanding officer of the Connecticut State Police, about his internal affairs investigators' blatant lies that he co-signed with his statement. If you'd like to see the video where I debunk the lies in the internal affairs report, I will leave a link to the video where I do just that in the description below the like button. When I am out in the field, I try my best to prepare for every scenario, but I never in a million years would have thought that I would run into a massive black bear heading in my direction. As a lifelong resident of Long Island, New York, seeing a bear in person has never even been a thought in my mind. I was definitely taken aback in this video. As you can clearly see, Leroy and I could not stop laughing the entire way back to our vehicles. I was upset I couldn't ask the Colonel to his face why his department is blatantly lying and covering for former Sergeant Brian Fahey, but there's always next time. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We are almost at 1 million subscribers. Also, make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new videos, like the one I have coming up where I go over the arrest reports that I just received. Not even the Groton Police Department lied as much as the Connecticut State Police. And the Groton Police Departments are the ones that were there on the scene. You don't want to miss that one. Let me know your thoughts on this video and the entire situation in the comment section below. Take a second to hit the like button and share this video anywhere you can on social media so as many people as possible can see it. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.